Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Mara, and I welcome you to this Pick a Card reading. This is going to be all about what your guides want you to hear right now at this point in your life. So trust yourself moving into this reading because you chose it for a reason. There is a message for you to hear in these cards, whichever one you feel drawn to. So we're going to go over each feather with its crystal pairing, and then if you would prefer to pick clairaudiently, there will be a sound selection afterwards. So first up, we have pile number 1. Pile number 2. And pile number 3. Now we will go into our sound selection. All right. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video, or you are welcome to go back through the card and crystal selection or the sound selection. But if you're ready, then we're going to start with pile number 1. All the readings are going to be timestamped in the description, so you can find yours there, and I'll see you there. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. So, we're going to get started with the feather messenger that you chose. You got the canary. It says, "Step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice." I love this. So, your guides are saying to you that what you have in this world, who you are, is perfect, and your voice matters. The things that you think, the perspectives that you have, are worth sharing. They are worth speaking out loud. And maybe you are a bit more reserved or a bit shy. Maybe you don't feel as confident as you would like to about who you are and what you bring to the table. But your guides are saying that it's so beautiful. It's perfectly um, wonderful. There is this thing about you that only you can do, and it's your song that they're talking about. Only you wrote this song. Only you could have come up with whatever it is that you are creating in this world and in this lifetime. And it doesn't have to be this big thing that impacts everybody, but it impacts you. It impacts your life. And so it's important for you to recognize that and allow yourself the courage that it takes to channel the the energy that you have into something tangible, because you're worth having the things that you desire. You are worth speaking what you want into existence and speaking who you are into existence. You are a beautiful, creative being, and you deserve to be seen and to be heard. But when you allow that to come forward in your life, when you allow this moment to be recognized and to be seen, there is power. There is power there. You will feel this immense I wanna say upgrade in your life where it's like you could only live from one space while you were who you are right now, and when you allow yourself to really be authentic and flourish in who you are, then it's like, "Okay, now I can do all of these things that I just absolutely couldn't fathom, I couldn't, even dream of doing because it just wasn't in the cards for somebody that was living the way that I was." So I love that for you. Your guides are confirming that you are important and what you have to offer makes sense and it makes sense for you. And it's a good thing and you should follow it. So we're going to get started with some tarot and then we're going to move into a little bit of oracle. So, guides, what does pile number 1 need to hear right now? Goodness. All right, so we have the 3 of Wands with the Queen reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed. So this is definitely feeling like, yes, you have this vision, and this card is really telling me that even though you have all of the things that you need to move forward, it's like maybe you're kind of waiting for other people to confirm it for you. It's like you rely heavily on the ideas and input of other people in order to move forward on things. And while that can be very helpful in some aspects of your life, it's so important for you to trust yourself and for you to jump on one of these boats as well and go out there and make your vision happen yourself and not rely so much on other people and their doings. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, it does feel like maybe you are indecisive. Maybe you go back and forth on trusting yourself and trusting your plan for moving forward on ideas that you have. The Queen of Swords is all about nurturing your thoughts, nurturing your mental health, nurturing the ideas that you have. And when she's in reverse, she's feeling a little insecure, maybe not willing to try as many things, and can even turn a little ugly and lash out because she doesn't feel mentally balanced. So you could be needing some rest. You could need to maybe push yourself out of your comfort zone even a little bit more, but it does feel like whatever the case, you need to start trusting yourself. And if you don't know how to do that, all you have to do right now is allow yourself to consider it. Wherever you feel comfortable starting mentally is the perfect starting place for you. And again, I feel like I should say other people are going to they have the potential to kind of insert themselves in your mental health and say, "You should do it this way, you should heal it this way because that's what worked for me," and that's great, and it's always wonderful to co-create and to get input and thoughts from other people, but what's going to benefit you the most is what's going to benefit you. Um, and so maybe if you've never explored that before, start at the very beginning. If you don't feel like you can for example, if you don't feel like you can love yourself, then look in the mirror and say, I am open to the idea that maybe one day I could love myself. Or if that's too much, you can start even further back. It just depends on what you resonate with and what's going to make you feel the most comfortable. Because if you're too far outside your comfort zone, you're going to crash and burn. It's feeling like you're going to burn out and it's going to be uncomfortable. And maybe you've done that in the past, and that's why you're kind of standing here waiting while you see how it goes for other people before you join in. But whatever the case, it's time to trust you. It's time to love you and your ideas because you do have this stability and the wherewithal to embark on this journey. You have what you need to move forward. So let's get maybe one or two more cards for pile number one. Beautiful. We have the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. I really love this for you and your energy because it's like the future you. You are taking the opportunity to really care about the things that you are creating, and it doesn't really matter. You're not facing the world. Even though your ideas are on display, you're not facing the outside perspectives. You're only focused on your craft. You're focused on what you are creating in front of you. And it's going to be extremely fulfilling, not only emotionally and mentally for you, but also physically in your reality. This is going to bring a lot of potential money, a lot of potential prosperity and abundance in general. And it's because you chose to take an idea and actually run with it and actually put it into action. This is a card all about a new mental project, something that you can create tangibly, but was birthed within your mind and your thoughts. So it definitely seems like your guides are saying when you allow yourself that space to trust yourself and trust the song that you've written. It could even physically be a song. You could be an artist. But whatever it is, when you decide to trust it and allow it to lead you forward into this moment where you can really focus on it um, and in what is the word? Hone in on your craft, then it's going to bring you this new opportunity to for other things to go as planned as well. And not everything is going to go perfect. That's not the goal. The goal for you is mental stability and clarity. And the goal is also for you to trust that mental clarity because I feel like you really have so much to offer. You have all of these really beautiful creative things and stuff that you don't even see yet. And it should be seen. It should come out. It should be recognized and admired by the people that love you and people that you don't even know. So let's move into an angel card. What message do your guides want you to hear through these angel oracle cards? Okay. Blessings and abundance. And I love that it was like stuck on this idea that you're going to have. Again, there's this feeling that this is going to be a very lucrative opportunity that you're creating within your mind, something that you are going to reap the benefits for long term. This is a moment for you to gather your confidence so that when you move forward into this very blessed period and chapter in your life, you're going to feel like, yes, I am worthy of this. And I don't have to question that. Let's see what else is coming through from this deck. Okay, we have Mother, Father, God. This card is such a beautiful one to get in this type of reading because it's all about the universe helping you to bring forward and birth things into your physical reality that you're putting there vibrationally. You're thinking of the idea, and the universe is saying, yes, we love that. We're opening up to you, and you're reaching in and grabbing it and really seizing the opportunities that it's providing for you so that you can create these blessings and abundance that are your birthright to have. These are absolutely meant for you. So this card is straight from source. It's saying, we love you, we are here for you, and we trust your vision. We trust your ideas. They're beautiful, and we want to help you fulfill them. We want to help you bring them to life. So let's get another oracle. for pile number 1. What do their guides want them to know? Okay. Breathe, life. Okay. Yeah, it kind of feels like with the way that she's bending and she's kind of wrapped up in this very constricted dress, it's like you are starting to shed your skin like a snake. Like you're starting to breathe again. You're opening yourself up to these new opportunities, to this creation, and it's making you feel alive again. Maybe you've been feeling very dull in life, like things are so I'm hearing regular, like you want something more exciting, and maybe it's scary for you to create that. Maybe it does feel a little bit overwhelming, but when you allow yourself to stretch outside of this comfort zone that you've created for yourself, that maybe at one time was outside of your old comfort zone, but now it's become constricting for you. When you allow yourself to stretch outside of that, you're creating and breathing life into this new moment for yourself. Oh, I love this for you. Let's get one more little message from your guides before we move on to the next reading. Okay. Oh, no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. Seriously, if you haven't taken the hint yet, you have so much potential in you, and it's there. It's there to mold and shape and create and play with. It's meant to be fun. Your life is supposed to be fun. Not all the time. There are going to be dull moments. There are going to be low moments. There will be contrast for you to get clarity, but this is such a good message for you because it's like the universe is seeing you. You are seen and you are recognized. Um, your vision is important, and it's absolutely time for you to start following your vision, to start allowing the universe to hold you and to bring your manifestations to life, and for you to bring your manifestations to life. I love this message for you. I wish you all the best along your creative ventures. I think that you are going to be and do amazing things in your lifetime, and I'm so happy for you. I hope you thrive because you deserve it, and I wish you all the best. Take care. Blessed be. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started by looking at the feather messenger that you chose. You felt drawn to the cardinal. Okay, so he says, stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. Okay, I right off the bat, I feel like this is going to be an emotional thing for you, like, and not in a bad way. It feels like the leadership role that you're stepping into feels very close to your heart. This is something that you deeply care about, and especially with you being drawn to the red bird and the dragon's blood jasper, it feels like this is something that is it's very almost nostalgic for you. I wonder if you have been on the other side of the leadership role, like you were the person being led for a very long time, and now the roles are being switched, and you have this moment where you get to guide people in the way that you wish you would have been guided. And I do feel like there were some people that really helped you along the way, that you're taking like little bits and pieces of the way that they led you through these dark times that you've been through, um, so that you can apply and or be the leader that you would want to be. You're picking and choosing the things that you've seen in other people and applying them in your own way. but this it feels like, again, like this very emotional thing, like, I can't believe that at one point, I couldn't even fathom being at this level. I couldn't fathom, um I'm seeing, somebody that was, like, really, really on hard times. It could have been, like, active addiction, homelessness, something really deeply dark, and now you're thriving in life, and maybe not all the time, but that's normal, but you are in this point in your life where things are working out for you because you've created this safe and wholesome life for yourself. This beautiful unfolding of the things that you want and that you really, really prayed for at one point in time. Um, wow, it feels very emotional, and like you should definitely hug yourself right now. Like, I would hug you if I were there. Like, it's like this beautiful moment for you to recognize how far you've come, and then you have the opportunity to help other people, um, experience this same level of, like, a excuse my language, but a "holy shit" moment, like, "I did this." So let's move into some tarot to get some extra messages from your guides. So for pile number 2, for group number 2, what messages do we have about this leadership role? Okay. So yeah, you're coming out of this heavy period in your life, and it is very important that you grieve fully before you move on. So the wording here is that it's unfolding ahead of you. So it's not quite here. You have some time to get your bearings before you move into the leadership role. And while you are doing that, allow yourself to feel anything that's coming up for you. Maybe there are some doubts, or there is something big that you do need to deal with before you are able to guide people in the way that you really want to. So it could be shadow work. It could be the mourning of somebody that you loved. Maybe one of those teachers that you loved, one of those guides, the leadership or the leaders that you had, maybe they have passed on, and you need to mourn that, and that will spark this new venture into the leadership. Because on the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles, which is all about this new idea, this new journey, and you are you are receiving a lot of ideas surrounding it and the willingness to move forward. It's a very innocent energy, so it's the beginning of a project. It's the beginning of something. But first, you really need to feel what you need to feel so that you don't project that on the people that you are leading forward. And so once you turn around, there is a path for you. And I feel like over here is the leadership that you will be providing for other people. But first, you have to take a look at these spilt cups. So then you move into the Two of Wands. And this is like, it's so great, especially with the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to put this here because this is all about seeing the bigger picture. You have the whole world in your hands, and the way that you are going to lead um, the ideas and the people, the places and the things, the way that you are going to bring that into your life is only a way that you can do it. Nobody else can match what you have learned in this lifetime. Your perspective and the things that you see are yours to have, and they can't be compared with anybody else. And so you have the stability, this wand right here, and they symbolize action, wands card or wand cards. Um, the action that you are going to take when you're ready to is going to be stable. It's going to be something that you can rely on. You can rely on your actions to pan out in a fulfilling way. So I just feel like the way, and I have to say this again, the way that you see the world is so different from anybody else. And while you may have picked up some ideas from the people that led you here, um, yours are going to be your own thing, and it's important for you to follow your path, because if you try and mimic another leader that you had that you thought was really wonderful, um then it's not, it doesn't pan out the way that you want it to. It's not going to feel the way that you want it to. So make sure that you're being authentic to what you desire and what you want for yourself, and allow yourself to be in this planning stage for as long as you need to. There's no need to rush things here. Definitely take your time and allow yourself to get to the point where you can feel confident moving forward. And so then we move into the Four of Wands, which is a beautiful omen for you. Um, it's this moment where you can celebrate how far you've come. You can celebrate the environment that you have created for yourself, and you're not alone. There is partnership, there is community. And so maybe you are bringing yourself to a new group of people. You are establishing your who you are in your community. But it feels like no matter the situation, it's this beautiful place that you're going to end up in, this path where you feel fulfilled, you feel at home, no matter where you go, because you've allowed your emotional process to unfold the way that it was meant to unfold for you. Um, it feels like you are going to be leading yourself before you decide to lead other people. And when you do that and you take time to acknowledge you before others, it's like when the masks come down in an airplane, you take care of yourself first before other people, so that you have the strength and the wherewithal to do that. And it definitely feels like you will be able to. So now let's move into some angel oracle cards. So let's see, for group number 2, what angel oracle cards do they need to receive today? Okay, we have take charge and action. And I want to put this over here because we also have take a step back and forgiveness and understanding. So it feels like there is this moment where you are going to need to recognize something maybe a little bit difficult. And your guides are saying that you can't do that from a place um, of needing of other people relying on you. So before you get there, you need to take a step back, maybe unload some of your the things that you're carrying. If you are doing a little bit too much, then take a step back and relieve some of your duties, because you need to get to a place of forgiveness before you can understand the full picture. Maybe there are some resentments that you're holding on to about a certain situation that happened. And when you heal that, when you allow yourself to feel this moment of anger, almost is what I'm hearing, that then you can provide that feeling of forgiveness within your body. And I want to be clear when I say you do not have to forgive a person in order for there to be healing. So don't get stuck on that idea. This is more about you feeling a feeling of closure, you feeling fulfilled in your understanding about a situation. And when you do that, you will be able to come at life and work through life and inspire other people to kind of do the same. And you'll be able to teach people maybe a skill in healing that they didn't have previously, and maybe that you didn't even know that you could have. And it feels like with this glowing arrow that you are really going to be guiding people with a beautiful divine message. It's like your guidance is a divine one, and the things that you have to say are so incredibly important and meaningful, and people are going to recognize that. They're going to feel safe with you and at home with you. So let's move into a little bit more oracle for group number 2, spirit guides. Okay. We have time, discipline, and electricity, wildness. Okay, so this is really speaking to getting familiar with the things that you have to offer and maybe practicing before you step fully into this leadership role. Because obviously, you don't want to lead somebody from a place of not knowing. You want to be firm in your knowledge about the things that you're talking about so that when you show people the way, you know the answers, and you don't have to know everything. I don't want you to feel like imposter syndrome, but it does feel like you you want to be a little bit more knowledgeable about the things that you are teaching other people, and that will come again from this moment. It feels like you are awakening something within you by feeling this and experiencing this healing moment in your body. You're awakening something in your brain that's just going to click, and it's like, oh, okay, I needed time to understand this. I needed that that moment, that rest period before I headed into this new idea, because if I hadn't, I probably would have told somebody to do something that would have been ultimately unhelpful. And then we have the electricity card, wildness. I keep wanting to say wilderness, and so maybe you will be out in the wild as this leader, but it feels like you're coming from your heart center. This light that's coming from you is from your heart. So again, this is something that you really care about. It's something emotional to you and something that only you could bring forward. It's something that a lot of people care about potentially, but that you have this special thing about it, your own vision, your own perspective about it. And it's such an important one, and one that people are going to be able to feel because you feel it so deeply. Um, it feels like you're going to be thriving. Like this person is passionate. They are moving and feeling things and creating from a space of wanting instead of needing. It feels very powerful in the way that like water is powerful. So water moves and creates pathways over time. Um, by by moving around things, like it forms to the shape of a rock, or it goes around the rock. Like it's feeling very flexible is what I'm getting. This energy that's coming through is um it's beautiful. And so let's get one more message. Oh, okay. That caught on, I want to get one more though, but that caught on my thumb and it feels like it should come out. Earth guide. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. Okay, so it feels like this leadership role that you're stepping into is about love. It's about you teaching people how to feel loved because not everybody feels that. Not everybody has this experience in life or the upbringing to build that knowing within them, and maybe you really had to work to get to that place in your own mind, in your own body, and because you've had that experience, you will be able to help other people recognize that as well within themselves. So let's get one more little message from your guides. Okay. Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. Ah, beautiful. I feel like I don't even need to say anything. Like, it speaks volumes. Your guides are saying that you are ready for this. You are ready, maybe not for this stage at the end where you're going to be, but the beginning. You're ready to begin. You are ready to step foot into this big chapter in your life that is going to bring so much fulfillment. I can't even express um, how wonderful life is going to feel for you as you are able to guide people through something that you really struggled in. And so it feels like you are heading in the right direction. This is a confirmation from your guides that even though it may be painful right now, this is teaching you. It's bringing you to a place where you can evolve it and allow it to be taught in other people. And that is such a beautiful and rare gift to be had in this lifetime. What you have to offer is so important, and you are important. And I wish you all the best on your journey. Your guides love you, I love you, and I hope you do well in life. Take care. Blessed be. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started by taking a look at the feather messenger that you felt drawn to. So you picked the duck feather, and their message is find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. I feel like this is your guide's way of saying, like, we're hugging you right now. We support you. We see your vision, and we are enveloping you and your life in the best energy possible. Um, with all the rest of the birds in this deck, they're kind of just sitting there. But with this one, he's in the water and he's moving forward. So it does feel like you are making a lot of progress towards your goal. You see your destination and you're heading there. You're making your way to this thing. And your guides are saying that you're doing the right thing. You are making a lot of progress, and your guides are supporting you along the way. The universe is supporting you and co creating with you in this creative venture. And I also feel like there's this message to relax a little bit more. Like maybe you do need to. Um, Take care of yourself along the way. Self care is so important when it comes to our bigger goals because without it, you have the tendency to kind of burn out. So let's jump into some tarot. For group number 3, what messages do their guides want them to have? Okay, so maybe you're in this waiting period and you do feel a little bit stuck in some way. Um, Maybe you feel like you don't have the resources that you need to move forward. But it feels like with the 3 of Wands in reverse that you've put something out there and maybe it didn't gain traction in the way that you wanted. And so you're kind of like, well, I don't really know what steps to take next. And so instead of moving forward, because that was your like one big plan, um, it feels like instead of finding a new one and changing your perspective, you're kind of in this standstill where you're feeling frustrated about something not working out and you don't know if or how or when to move forward with this new thing. So even though this duck is shown as moving forward, it almost feels like that's where you want to be, and your guides are saying like, yes, we see that for you, and that's what we have planned for you. If you follow this path, if you let go, if you choose to release yourself and follow your ideas. I love the way that his head is like lit up with ideas. You do have the creativity to move forward. It's just a matter of letting that go, even if it was something that you really, really wanted, letting it go so that something new can begin. What else for group number 3? Okay. Beautiful. Yes, there is a new opportunity heading your way. But the thing about the Ace of Wands, it's a new opportunity that requires doing. It's not so much about receiving, it's more about doing. And so when this new opportunity comes, it's going to require you to take action on it. So instead of holding yourself here, and it's okay to take a rest, like I was saying, give yourself an opportunity to become ready to move on. You don't want to rush things. So if you want to hang here a little longer, that's okay. Your guides support you. But it does feel like this opportunity is kind of waiting for you. It's like this hand is just like hanging there, and it's like, when you're ready, we have this opportunity for you, and it will be beneficial for you in the long run. But you're going to have to put in some work. You're going to have to, I'm hearing like move things around so that it fits within the original idea that you had. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So you may feel like you missed out on something, but that was a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise, because the Wheel of Fortune is saying, we're bringing you something that was divinely planned. We're bringing you something that is your birthright, basically, something that you can rely on, because whatever you had going on before, it wasn't matching the energy that you were intending to put into this venture, if that makes sense. And what you are going to start here when you're ready to move forward, it's going to match who you're going to be when you receive all of the success and the abundance that this ultimate goal is going to bring you. So now let's move into some Angel Oracle for pile number 3. Awesome. Earth and ground. Yeah. So like I said, get comfortable, get your footing. I mean, you may um I'm like seeing you be a little bit lightheaded from hanging upside down. And so you need to get your footing and get grounded, get clear before you start on this new venture, so that it doesn't end up in a tower moment where you've built something on an unstable foundation. It's like this moment, especially with surrender here, that your guides are saying, allow yourself to feel at peace with the outcome. Allow yourself to feel resonance with this, so that when you move forward, you're grounded in it. You're not holding on to resentment of what this opportunity could have been, what it could have felt like, who you would have been if that had happened. When you find peace and you surrender to changes happening outside of your control, then you really start to align with a more grounded and peaceful version of yourself. So let's see with some more oracle what message your guides want you to have for group number 3. Okay. Dark matter, mystery. Okay. Perhaps you're not supposed to know the full picture here. You're not supposed to have all of the answers. And maybe it is this dark moment of disappointment that's going to birth you into an awakening that will bring you to this place um, of transformation. The way that the butterfly is over her lips, it's like wait, wait to speak what you want into the universe until you've gone through this transformation, because you can't fathom the things that you are going to want and be able to handle until you've allowed yourself to go through this transformation. The things that you are going to be able to, I'm hearing like channel energy. The things that you'll be able to surround yourself with and withstand in the future are so different than what you can now. And so it's like the universe has given you this opportunity to relax into and surrender to a transformation so that you can be this more relaxed version of yourself. And when you do that, this opportunity will start to reveal itself. Um, what you have going on right now, it's like it doesn't align with the path that's going to unfold ultimately. And so you have to create space. There has to be this letting go moment um, where you remove obstacles enough, whether they're within your mind as like limiting beliefs or traumatic patterns that, or like physical obstacles, like maybe you don't have enough money or things like that. But it's like once you allow yourself this letting go, the transformation will take place and this opportunity will present itself to you. I feel like getting one more of these oracles before we move on to one last message. Fire, ignition. So it definitely feels like after it's like you're going through this step by step process where you are going. The skip happens where a disappointment takes place, and perhaps that has already taken place. I feel like it has. um, and then you have this opportunity to surrender and slow down and really be with yourself and maybe take a break from this journey altogether. But once you're willing to let go and you ground yourself into this new, I keep wanting to say new version of yourself, but I don't want it to feel like so distant from where you are now, because it doesn't feel like that far into the future. It feels like just a big perspective change, a shift in the way that you view the world and yourself. And so when you allow that, when that happens, it's like a new passion, a new fire has been lit within you and you're ready to move forward. I feel like she's in complete control of this element, like she's creating this movement and this beautiful imagery that's taking place in front of her eyes. 888 might be that confirmation that you look for to start moving forward with this new idea, but it feels like there's going to be a fire lit within you and you're going to move forward with passion, with desire, and with a new spark of life and a new excitement. So let's move into one last message for group number 3. Okay, we've got 2 little messages coming out. Intuition. Trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. This is so beautiful for you. It feels like this is your time to get clear about your gut feelings, because maybe you've been heading down a path and it's built off of comparison. Like you want to be where somebody else is that you aspire to be. Um, but it's like you have to listen to your own gut. That person has that success and that level of freedom because they followed their own path. And when you do the same for yourself, you are creating this beautiful unfolding of events and people and places that are going to co create with you and your specific energy. So then we have channel. This is interesting because I was like I said, I felt drawn to use the word channel, like channel energy. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. So I feel like, yeah, without your own experience in this journey that you're taking, without your own beauty that you bring to the world and to this situation, it would be dull. It wouldn't be what it is. And when you embrace your path, when you embrace your intuition, you're bringing your gifts to the world. You are bringing a level of healing that this world really needs. This world needs love and tenderness. And I feel like when you give that to yourself and you really learn how to provide that within you, and I just heard processing emotions, when you learn to really deeply process your emotions in your body, it's going to bring you to a place where you can really teach other people to do the same thing. You can help others. Have that same awakening, have that same transformative experience where they really see this new path unfolding for themselves. But it definitely feels like your energy needs to be seen, it needs to be felt, and it needs to be heard. Your voice is important. What you have going on is important. Your guides fully support you along this path, and so does the universe. What you desire is coming to you in such a big way that I just feel like you can't even fathom how grand it's going to be. So, the overall theme, the overall message, allow yourself some rest. Give yourself time to understand what you really want out of this journey. And if you don't know, that's okay. Give yourself time and get grounded. Allow yourself to let go and experience some change. And when you do, expect miracles because they're coming. A transformation is coming, and your guides are there to love, support, and co create with you along the way. I wish you all of the best. I think you are going to do amazing things in this world, and you have beautiful energy that needs to be felt and seen. And I love you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or night whenever you're seeing this, and blessed be.